Okay, this is how to make a rag rug around a rope. I have a thin polyester. It's like 1/4 inch polyester rope. I just got out of the marine section at Walmart, and all I did was tie it down here and do a slip stitch with that inside of it. It's basically all that you do. You have your slip stitch like so on your needle, and you bring it around. So it looks like that. And you pull it through. Ta-da! It's kind of hard on a clear needle, I guess, to give you a good demonstration. But, I mean, that's why the needle's clear, so it does that. But anyways, so you just, I don't really have an exact chain amount because I didn't count it. But you just do like you're gonna do, kind of like one of those basket things that people are making. Let's see, look at my slip stitch on it. And then you just do it as far down as you think you need to, I guess. This is what I do. I like to keep them spaced so you can see the white rope on the inside. All I did was take this and tie it. It's just tied around it twice, stuck my crochet needle in, and started slip stitching is all that it is. And if you want, you can push these stitches together to cover up that rope, or you can leave it like this. I like to leave it like this just because I like the way it looks. So what I do then is I take this and see how I curve it around like so. I I like to leave it to where it's kind of on the outside edge, and then I just curve it around like so. Kind of go a couple stitches in. See, I kind of got a little bit of room there. Oh, sorry, I'm out of frame. See how I kind of got a little bit, and then I slip stitch back into my very first hole. It's a little snug. I didn't make it loose enough. But then I just start bringing it around, putting it in the slip stitch under the rope, yarning over, pulling through, and pulling through again. It's just a simple slip stitch. Just yarn over, pull through. See how it's coming together? And I just yarn over, pull it through, and boom. See? And then you just go ahead and do this inside into your chain all the way around. And I just keep making sure that I'm laying my rope flat, because if you don't lay it flat, it'll do like this. Kind of start to look like a little cinnamon bun on you or something, or like you're trying to make a basket out of it, but you don't want to do that. So you want to keep laying it flat, making sure you're stretching, pulling on your yarn, keeping your rope good inside of there, you know what I'm saying? And you just keep sticking it through. I don't really, honestly, I don't count the chains. I mean, it's just a rug. Any imperfection just makes it look better to me. I just make sure that I keep my slip stitch on the outside of the rope and that I'm tugging. So then when you get so far along, take my string out of this one. You get so far along, you should end up with something kind of like this. This is mine that I've been working on all day. See, you can see my rope. It's not a big deal to me. I like being able to see the rope, honestly. So, but then once it gets so big, you have to start crocheting at it from kind of like a weird angle. This one, I have my yarns. I'm doing two, or yes, this one's, I'm doing twos now. I was doing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way around, leaving a nice gap so you can see my yarn in there. or so you can see my rope inside of there. But then once it kind of got this size, like a good foot, it started to bunch. So you have to make sure you're laying it flat and you're stretching out your yarn. And then I switched to, instead of doing 1, 2, I switched to 2, 2, 2, just as my pattern. And that's pretty much, I'm not very good at explaining yarn, but hopefully I helped you figure out how to get this part started, because I haven't found a lot of tutorials on it. So I figured that I would show you what I figured out on my own. I don't know if it's right, I don't know if it's wrong. I just know it's how I did it. And when I'm done, I'll go back over with some yarn on one of my yarning needles, and I'll go back over the circle better to make this tighter, cover that part up, so that way I know it's not going to come apart. But this is pretty much how you do it. And this is just cheap rope inside of there, but it's making it nice and stiff. Feels like it's going to lay good on the floor. It's going to be nice cushion. It's not hard because the yarn, or the rope that I used, is pretty soft. It's just $13 for 100 foot of it out of the marine section at my local Walmart is all that I'm using. I think that it's like cotton fill polyester, so it might be a little flammable, but I don't plan on dropping a candle on it anytime soon. But this is, I hope this tutorial helps on how to get this started. Again, all I did was start with the rope. I tied it around it a couple of times, and I started doing my slip stitches. You just slip stitch. And then once you get your adequate circle, whatever size hole you want in the middle, you start slip stitching into the next layer. And you just keep going around, and you can do your own pattern. These, I think, are 3. I did 3, 2, 1 pattern throughout here. And then as I went out, I added and I took out. If you've ever made a rag rug, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's pretty simple, pretty simple stuff. And I hope this video helps you. I didn't really have anything to go off of whenever I first seen this idea on Pinterest. You see these rope rugs that are adorable, and people are crocheting them around this stuff. But there's no good instructions, so I just kind of had to go on my own. And then I figured I'd put a video up to help. So thanks. If you like this video, please forward it to friends. Subscribe. You know the drill. Give me a thumbs up at least. But again, it's really easy. You could do it. It's only taken me about 3 hours to do this much, and I've stopped twice. I had to cook breakfast and load the dishwasher, and I'm still this far. So thanks. Hope this helps.